Alright, here we are. Road to Cavalier 6.1.6, the final chapter. If you've watched any of these videos and you've listened to them, you know I'm going to win. It's over. It's done. I'm Cavalier. Otherwise, why would I be posting this? Do you think I'm going to post myself getting wrecked over and over again? You know, that's actually the funny thing, since I have little videos that I keep calling Wreckings of the Week that I pull out of these. So yeah, absolutely, I might post a video of me getting completely wrecked. One thing I am thinking about doing is posting videos of me actually trying for a throne breaker the first time. You know, not when I'm scrolling around all over the map trying to figure out what path I'm going to take, spare everyone all that drama and nonsense. But at least showing the rest. Now, this being what I'm going for Cavalier, trying to get my boosts up as much as humanly possible. Yeah, I need the power. Moon Knight, feel like Moon Knight's fairly straightforward to avoid. As far as the special goes, I do like him. I think he looks cool. Has anybody watched the Moon Knight show? I actually really enjoyed that. Thought that was pretty good. Was it Oscar Isaac? Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. I like the look of the character. I also really like this version of the character too. I think he looks pretty good. But I did like how they had Moon Knight. Alright, Archangel. Oh my god, he's a beast. Comes through, just absolutely decimates. Alright, so at this point, one fight in, I'm feeling pretty good. Archangel, absolutely the man. So after going through everybody and trying to figure out what path to take, decided, here we go. Going against Havoc, Stark in Hand Spider-Man. Havoc is a character that I do not like to fight against. I don't understand him. I'm not gonna lie. I think he was probably one of the last characters released right before I left the first time, so I don't really understand how he works. So I do struggle against him a little bit. I haven't really dove into his mechanics very much. So I tend to struggle against him, the parries and all that type of stuff, and, you know, the, plasma charges and all that. As I said, I tend to struggle against him. Now this time I let him get to a special 3, which is the problem, of course. So, of course, who am I going to go to next? Captain America, Infinity War. Really? Maybe? No? Should I? Hyperion? I don't know. Hyperion. That's who I decided to go with. How's that one go? Does that go any better? Does it go any better? Let's see. Yeah, I think it goes a little bit better. Hyperion's going to be able to take him down here. The special 2, like I said, not really that aware of how to avoid the specials and things like that. Don't really have the timing down. Be able to get through more damage than I wanted, but ultimately I get him down. Alright, this time I've got Heimdall up next. Go back in with Archangel. Yeah, this is going to go just as well as the first fight did. Archangel absolutely just comes in, decimates Heimdall. Not really much need for commentary here. Alright, bringing Archangel back in for X-23. One of the things I'm always wary about Wolverine, Logan, X-23, Sabretooth, anybody that's got a regen is, what is that regen really going to be like? So I like to try and overpower it. That's what I was trying to do here. Instead, I get completely effing destroyed. Yeah, completely destroyed. I get blown up. Absolutely blown up. So I'm like, you know what? Screw this. I want Archangel. I'm bringing Archangel back. So I go ahead and use a revive and bring him back into it. I'm like, no, it's game on, mother. Let's do this. Let's do this. How's this one go? Oh my god. You know what? Watching this stuff again, it's like almost embarrassing. It really is. I mean, how do I have any health left? Like, oh yeah, because the one bleed's going to make the difference at this point. Yeah. Now, yeah, this is like a Wrecking of the Week Part 1 and Part 2. Like, I got to put these like next to each other because the fact that I came back in and just got completely decimated again. I remember thinking, is she stun immune? Am I just mistiming things? What is going on here? That's what I remember trying to figure out at this point. I'm like, nope, it's just me. It's me. I am playing like junk. That's it. All right, so let's go to my Lord and Savior, Captain America Infinity War, right? Of course. Of course, because Cap is going to save us. Cap is absolutely going to save us, right? Boom, nice little combo there. Parry, heavy. All right, not getting the damage output that I want on him, but there's another parry. All right, there we go. I got one crit in there. Getting that health cover down pretty good. God, I love that special too. Love that special too. And then, nope, totally getting wrecked. Here it comes. Wait for it. Wait for it. And there it is. Yep. If just a tip, if you're ever playing this game in the future, and you learn anything from me, don't just stand there and get hit. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just, man, some of these fights drove me nuts. I think just being tired and pushing for Cavalier is what it was. But Hyperion comes in and saves the day. That's the punchline of this one, at least. He comes in. Yeah, I think at this point I was just like terrified that I wasn't even going to be able to time the freaking parries. But, you know, hey, there we go. Fury buffs. Fury buffs. No, Fury buffs up. And yeah, start stacking those a little bit. And here we go. She's going to go on in a second once I stand there like a punching bag again and take care of it and move on from here. Yeah, moving on from here to the next fight against Wolverine, sort of like classic Wolverine. I say why, sort of classic. I think in my head, I'm thinking with Wolverine's character coming back for Deadpool 3. I just feel like there's going to be a new Wolverine I just feel like there should be Old Man Logan, you know, notwithstanding, because I feel like they need to do the character a little bit more justice. You know, especially with Hugh Jackman coming back, I think it's a perfect opportunity. But at least, you know, here Nick Fury, he comes in. This is a fairly good fight. I think I get up to a combo of over, I want to say like 60 or 70, somewhere in there. I take a few hits, and I finish him off. So pretty straightforward fight. This one I actually played pretty decently, and not upset about this one. Much less embarrassed by this one. I don't know. Yeah, I always just felt like Wolverine should be like, I don't know, just a little bit better. I feel like he's just not been given the justice and the credit he deserves. Character, not necessarily a champion in this game. We'll see what happens in the moving on from Wolverine, moving into Groot. At this point, like you can see, the health of those characters. I don't know why I always say characters. The champions. The health of the champions is just so low that I really don't have much left at this point to do. So I don't really have options. So like sending Hyperion in against Groot, not a bad choice. I have no issue with that. But you know, eventually I end up taking a couple hits. He got some good damage on him, but I have to go back in with Nick Fury. Things don't really work on the tree. So there's your quote of the week. Leads do not work on trees. Even though Hyperion almost gets him all the way, I forget what I did. Like, this fight's going fine. Taking care of him, get the special 3 here. That's good damage. I'd like to see more, but it's fine. The 2, I missed time to 2. That's what. And at that point, yeah. That was it. Well, Nick Fury comes in a minute. He finishes them off. Can't get him to bleed, but you know, he finds a way anyways. And then we move on from there. And you know, then I start looking at like, oh, what am I going to have to revive? Oh, everybody. Alright, so now we move on from Groot over into Superior Iron Man. Alright, so Nick Fury, taking some damage from the previous fight, but overall, he's okay. He's doing fine. Okay, some degen on him and stuff like that. That's whatever. Life model decoy is coming up here in a second. Or at least I'm getting rid of him. Sorry about that notification. And then the power really ramps up. This fight's pretty straightforward. No issues. Superior Iron Man is definitely, you know, of all the Iron Man, it's just a typical, the special one. Easy to get through. Nick Fury, I forget. I did not realize how good he was until I came back into this game. And, you know, it's like, it is a little dangerous. I don't like how you lose all that health, you know, sort of in the second phase. Type of style to play that character, but when it comes down to it, man, he can put out some damage. Absolutely can. Superior Iron Man down and out and moving on and another step closer, but I still have a character left. I still have Nick Fury alive and well, or at least barely alive and well, and only Angela next on this little step of a road to Cavalier before I go into the sort of like the whole final portion of these fights. Right, you know, all sort of stuff. At this point, I keep looking things and trying to like figure what can I do. I'm trying to save as many units as possible. I didn't have that much left. It was one of those things where I think I was so concerned, like the first time I went for Uncollected. Yep, there you go, Marketing of the Week. The first time I went for Uncollected, I had so many units, and I went in, I got through it, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I didn't really need that much. For revives and things like that. But, you know, here we go. Now I'm starting to revives and bring everybody back, and we move on. You know, and I don't know what it was about Angela or about this fight or just about this stage in particular. I don't feel like anything was really that difficult out of it. I just really struggled with it. You know, I think everybody comes back. I think Nick Fury goes down. I think Cap goes down. I think Archangel? I feel like I lost 3 on those revives here. I think this is pretty short. Like, scrolling back to right before I get adding the audio here. And, yeah, this didn't go well. Like, can I get her down to like 80% somewhere in there? Okay, 1 bleed. That's fine. Okay, so I do love how this bleeds so much. Just really trying to get her as far as it can, still, you know, just not as much as I wanted to, taking way too much damage at the beginning. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. But overall, it caused me more problems than I would like. But we get through, and that's the main thing. Alright, so that's all done. And now, yeah. Sentinel. Sentinel. Good old Sentinel. So what do we have here with Sentinel? I got Spidey right now. Spidey and Nick Fury against Sentinel. That's all I got left. Alright, Hurt Locker, Mutant Pursuit, Skill Training, Science Research, all this fun stuff to go back and forth on. If you notice, there was a jump cut a little while ago. Edited a bunch of stuff out where I actually left. I actually popped open a bunch of different crystals, seeing if I could get some revives for free without having to worry about spending units or anything like that. And yeah, this Sentinel, man, he's a beast. He absolutely is a beast. This whole process of going to Cavalier makes me really wonder when I will go back and try and 100% any of this. I don't know. Overall, Star Spidey, though, starts off pretty well. No issues. I've always preferred to avoid the special 1 against Sentinel. That's just my personal preference. I mean, the special 2 is not that bad. Definitely try and bait that special 1 out as much as I can. That's just always been my style. Especially with Spidey, I swear I feel with Stark Spidey, you have a little bit more room with the evades and things like that, because you have that chance to be able to sort of have the evade happen naturally, but I feel like with the backflip, like you have like extra time where you're not getting hit. Like that one, obviously not so much, but generally, I think you do. So, but overall, this was a long process. I mean, you see, this whole video in whole is somewhere around like 28, 29 minutes by the time it's all said and done. And it just, it really is just, it's an exercise in patience to get through some of these fights and just realize that you're stacked enough, you've got the characters by now to be able to do this type of thing, but you gotta go through it, and you just gotta get the enemies down one by one. That's really what it comes down to, in my opinion. And this is going to be it here in seconds. Should be overall, going in with a revived Stark Spidey. Yep, again, stand there being a punching bag, you'll do it. Getting Sentinel down as far as I did, I was not upset with that. It was quite satisfying to get him down there. Was at 54%, so getting 46% of it down with a character that's already hurt, or not even half health. That's really that made me feel pretty good. So, forget what happened there. I think it's changing settings. Anyways, going back in, now it's Nick Fury. Not going to get a bleed on a robot. You can't make a tree bleed, and you can't make a robot bleed. But, you know what? Hey, let's do it at least, right? So, we really can, and it's not much. Nope, not much at all. And moving on. Guess who we're going to have to revive now? Exactly. So, because Stark Spidey did so well in that first round, I got him down like 46% on his own. I was like, let me go back in with just Spidey. I didn't want to revive everybody. Stood there like a punching bag again. But just like, okay, let me see if I can get into a rhythm and start working him down again. Because if I can get him down another 30 or 40% just with this one character, it might be worth doing this. Getting a couple crits, not all I want. Gotta take what I can get. Force and stun immunity, so the special one really doesn't do too much against them except take the health. And here we go. Now we're back to a rhythm a little bit. Alright, so it's not so bad. Just slowly but surely working them down. And what's funny is, of some of these other fights, like Angela gave me so much trouble. X-23 gave me so much trouble. Going here was fighting, and so we're like, okay, just get through it and fight my way through. Even if either one of their specials, Angela or X-23, neither one of their specials are that hard to avoid. And, you know, this one, I was like, okay, slow and sure, just getting a rhythm, getting a pattern, and just really what it came down to. Sentinel wins one more time. Not a surprise. It happens. All right. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. Stark Spidey. All right. He's done it. Do I go back to Stark Spidey? I mean, that champion has already taken so much health off of Sentinel. So, yeah, of course I am. That's what I'm going to go back into. Let's go and see what happens. Right. You know, and going back in this time, Sentinel, I get into it much faster this time. And yeah, we go from there, and this ends up being the finale of a very long road. After having left the game, because I think I was partly annoyed at opening Act 6, and immediately I got uncollected, and all of a sudden there's like, oh, go for Cavalier, and I was like, what is this? Like, come on, I just got what everybody says you have to have. I think that's part of the reason why I left. So now coming back and having a chance to sort of build my roster a little bit, improve some of the characters before jumping into this, and doing it after they sort of nerfed these characters, I think was a big deal for me. So I think overall I'm happy I left and came back. I think I'm more satisfied with making Cavalier at this point. But that's it. That is the road to Cavalier. Daily Crystal upgraded, free Crystal upgraded, Cavalier Crystal unlocked. You know, all the fancy benefits, all sorts of fun things that come with this. And gold, catalysts, crystals, shards, all sorts of different things. But that's it. The road to Cavalier is complete. I have finally made it, and you know, at that point now I can rest, right? There's nothing after this. Oh wait, there is? No, seriously? Oh my god. Alright. Well, I guess it's time to get on the road to Thronebreaker or Paragon or whatever the next one is. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Good luck out there.